Welcome back to Warriors Abyss. This is Koi Guy. We are beginning our quest into the Traversal levels. We're going to start with Masamune Date. I wanted to pick a hero that had the Awakened State and the unique weapon, which he has both of those right now. We talked about using him when we unlocked him. He's got some pretty interesting traits here. Cuts a second from summoning cooldown timer when you inflict Disorient. The wind status condition, so we're going to be going for wind. Bestows normal attacks with wind attribute while health is below 50%. Hopefully won't be something we have to think about too much. We probably won't be at health below 50%, hopefully. And then increase attack by 30% for charge attack 20 barriers. So just a flat 30% increase to barriers with charge attacks. So that's very strong. That's the thing that Zhang Liao has as well. He also starts with an evade emblem. I think the first hero we've used that starts with an evade emblem, so that's nice. We don't have to really target that in the beginning. Just to remind everyone of what the Disorient ability does. We're looking for status conditions. Status ailments. Disorient reduces defense for a fixed duration. So that's, pretty good. It says that they recoil from attacks. Level bosses obviously don't. So also boost to the area affected when you knock people up. So let's see which of his attacks knock people up. This guy has pistols and swords. He's strapped. Kind of a villain in the series. Dastardly, you might say. Let's go for a wind. I'm thinking that we take more samurai heroes. We are talent as well, so we have something here. Shortens cooldown. So that'll just affect the people that we have in our formation. We haven't taken Otani before, so that'd be interesting. I mean, his skill, his summon skill creates a zone that boosts your defense. You boost your speed. Let's just see that in action. Pretty underwhelming effect for right now, but might be better once we get it unlocked. Let's keep trying to build towards wind, and let's look for some powerful summoning effects. Maybe we can get one of those effects where one of them, like we had with Sun Xuan, where the Dazzling Bullets effect, we can find whoever it is that boosts that attack in particular, and then have multiple heroes that use that particular attack. So Rapid Fire Cannon, that's fire. I'm going to roll. It's our first time seeing... I was going to say Sumajia, but we just did that. I'm going to roll one more time. Let's just take Hanzo. I think that's a good thing to do. Just kind of lean into the fact that we are a speed hero. His skill is a tactical mist. The mist is pretty underwhelming in my experience. We are definitely looking for heroes with strong attacks in their summon skill because of that ability we have where it cuts a second from their cooldown when you inflict Disorient, which we'll be doing a lot, so the potential is there for us to have heroes constantly available that have strong summoning skills. We see increased evasion count there. His Musu attack is usually really good, and I'm also thinking about this. Unlock formation skills. Well, he also has 1 million people, one heart, which increases attack by 5% for every charm. We're going to take a lot of charm because we're trying to build a summon build here. And then he has April Showers, which is the arrows that cover a wide area. If we find Huang Zhang, his arrows are wind. So if we get whoever it is that, as well as Sun Shang Zhang. So if we find him, we'll have wind upgraded, and one of them, one hero that has April Showers upgrades April Showers. So maybe we'll go for that, something where we're raining arrows on people that do big damage. It's not Zhu Huang. Xiahou Yuan, that is. Let's take him, though, because he has April Showers, and just kind of think about that as a potentiality of this build, having the April Showers upgraded. Just looking at their ability up there to see if I see whoever it is that has April Showers that boosts it. She has it as well, but it's not her. I'm going to take this for more speed. You know, experimenting like this at Traversal level 1, which we are at, by the way, may be unwise, but we're going to do it anyway. I think it's something that's going to be interesting to experiment with and learn more about the game. You know, I mean, I would say I have a good amount of skill with this game, but there's still so much to learn and so much to remember, with there being 105 heroes currently and them adding more. Let's take Vigor. We kind of are a little bit behind with that, with attack scaling. Yeah, so we're kind of in a situation where we need to... So Flower of War would also be Sun Shang Zhang, I believe, reducing their summoning cooldown, so we'd have them more often. I don't know if it's good enough, though. Let's roll here for a second and just see if we see anything better. I'm just going to take her and see that might be something that we can do in the future. I'm going to go for the blank tree. A little bit all over the place in the start here, that's fine. You can always clarify later. Maybe get the treasure that gives you 30 rerolls so we can really look for what we're wanting here. That's cool. $90 in... Yeah, that's the April Showers ability I'm talking about. I'm wanting to have multiple heroes that use that and then boost it as well. That would be the ideal. Let's do reduce. Actually say the right thing. Increase Mushu gauge charge amount. There we go. Haven't used Mushu yet, so I'm still anxious that I'm not going to have it for the boss, so I don't want to use it yet. So we are Tokugawa. And he has Date as well, which he's the only person that has Date at the moment. So kind of funny. Let's see. I think we take Nobunaga. He's got the charm element, which we're looking for at some point. Yeah. Take the wisdom. Always good to have more wisdom. Maybe we get lucky and see Zhuge Liang. Get our arrows out there. That's good. I like that. I like his C4 off of the hyper attacks. Very active. Yeah, it's nice because he keeps moving forward in the hyper attack charge attacks. Besides that one. What's this one look like? Okay, cool. I like the 4 the most, I think. Yeah, because he's moving forward, so that will get you out of danger, even while there's people trying to attack you. Cool. Let's take the raise attack, because we're not going to get that in this bucket, most likely. This is wind. Let's take that. Just make sure that we have what we want here. A zone that lowers enemies' defense. I'd rather have that than the speed. And then let's just kind of shuffle this around a little bit. There we go. Get those arrows going a little quicker. Next blank tree we see, I'm gonna look for the person that boosts April Showers. If it takes me too long, I'm gonna edit out me looking for it. Nah, missed him. I was trying to get the reduced defense on him. Definitely in a position where we're doing less damage. But that's okay. We don't have any elements active either. We get at least some kind of stun on him when we break him like that. That's really good. I think there's something going on with like charging him, similar to Nobunaga. Yeah, that double evasion was great there. Let's see if we can at least get him to half here. We're seeing kind of the difference with traversal level, I think. I think they are a little stronger. They just say something like they have increased attributes, I guess, which, I mean, I guess that makes sense. That would mean that they have a little more health. We can keep that reduced defense on them as much as we can. I was thinking about pressing A, but I didn't actually do it until it was too late. That's okay. Definitely taking some damage here. Let's do our normal Mushu attack and just see what it is. Pretty good. Let's try to get this Sin Spewer. See if he gives us something that helps us here. Not having a flame active is pretty heavy, or having any, for that matter, elements active. Focusing a little more here than normal, or at least of late. We've been doing normal, so it's, you know, kind of an adjustment. It's all right. Just gonna stay safe here. We did apply wind to him, which reduces defense as well. We need to try to get another one of those, get him into that state where he is yellow. I'm gonna wait for a second and just see if we can get that, so we can charge a little more before he breaks. See if we get our symbol gauge back. We did not. That's all right. Let's do our Mushu right on him. Probably our best chance to do damage. Gonna have to do one more, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you have to do one more. That's fine. His roar gives us a chance to attack because he's summoning people. Okay, I felt that one coming. I'm sure you did too. What we might do is, I think I will. I'm gonna do the assemble gauge because his health is so low. See if we can actually get him to the end, or at least charge our Mushu and then Mushu attack on him to get him to a broken state. Wow. Yeah. The barriers was pretty significantly boosted in Traversal level 1, I guess I should have expected. I'm not worried about clearing this, though. I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine. Yeah, because he's going to... Yeah, cool. Made it through. Only level 6, you know. I mean, I think we kind of got unlucky as far as the heroes we saw, and maybe we're going in too many different directions at once. We're going to look for peach trees now. Revives us. I honestly think that we might need to take the revive, but I think it's if we didn't have this as an option, I would say that let's take this one because it's just going to help us so much. Okay, pre-summon skill shots. That's probably the most effective thing that we got from that, besides the Mushu charge. And what we're going to do, I'm going to look and see who it is that boosts April Showers. And I'm probably going to have a edit here while I'm looking. Okay, we found him. It is, in fact, Huang Zhang. He increases attack for summoning skill April Showers by 120%. So he actually boosts it more than others that boost attack. So I really would like to get that going. I think that'd be a cool thing to have, is a bunch of people that have April Showers that do boosted damage. You know, I don't know if it's wise because they won't be synergized at that point. And I'm remembering that we are putting the wind element on people with our normal attacks because we're below 50% health. So not something I want to, you know, stay at, but, you know, at least a nice thing that kind of helps you in this situation. We're gonna keep using our Mushu attacks when we have them. This is the situation we find ourselves in, which is that we are at a lower health total than we normally are. And our symbol gauge charge is also cut from taking that treasure that we took. Go for skill. Okay. Let's take wind. Take more wind. So there's Huang Zhang. Let's take this and let's roll for him. I think it's worth, you know, describing what we like to do and then endeavoring to actually do it. And once we get the summoning skill shots up, those things are gonna cover the area. And we're also going to look for more defense as well to increase the duration of how long they're out there. Because that'll be really, really cool, I think. We need some kind of attack scaling. That's really, really awesome that he does that. I really like that a whole lot. I think it's every time. No, it's not every time. I think you have to charge him. Same as, like I was saying. Unlock attack actions. Take more attacks, for sure. If we see a peach tree, we might actually take it. This is a rare situation where we would. Rare for us, at least for now. And we found Huang Zhang. That's amazing. We need one more wind emblem to make it work. Let's go ahead and put him into formation. Just kind of thinking about... I think Peng Tong is less valuable for us at this point. Because... you know, we're going to be we're covering a wider area with our summon skill that we're building towards. I said we take a peach tree. Let's go ahead and take one. I mean, you know, it's a non-combat zone similar to Tears of Blood. Oh, that fully charged the that fully healed us. I didn't realize it did that, and it raised our max health, which is awesome. Feeling better now, as you often do when you eat a peach. His normals are not, you know, the end of his normal attack, which is shooting those little bullets, not the most effective one I've seen. Yeah, that reduced the symbol gauge charge. I'm really feeling it. It's taking a while to charge up there. Finally got it charged. We're not going to need it for this phase because we're almost done with it. 3 and 90 seconds. Work our way over there. That's really cool. I'm pretty sure you have to attack a few times before you unlock that part of his moveset where he flies forward like that. His attacks don't cover a very wide area, though. That's why we keep getting hit, because there's, you know, someone that's on the periphery that is able to attack us. But that's alright, you know, I mean, if it was easy to avoid the attacks and never get hit, it wouldn't be fun. I think they're attacking more often, too, on traversal level, higher traversal levels. I could be wrong about that, but it seems like they're attacking a lot more often. Wind. Nice. We have our current April showers on 1, 2, 3, so that's great. I think we definitely need to build towards having more wisdom to get summoning skill shots up. Our vigor right now is also too low. Let's take that. Has a mission as well. Which could be... I mean, we have an increased chance of getting unique weapons now in the missions because we're on Traversal level 1. See what it looks like now having the April Showers upgrade. Let's actually do it with Xiahou Yuan, see what that does. We got 60 kills in that. That's pretty cool. I was just kind of watching the completion status go up there. Again, something that I have kind of taken to doing recently is summoning somebody and just, you know, letting it breathe, seeing what it actually is doing. Because if you're too locked in on keeping attacking and everything, you can kind of lose track of what's valuable about the summoning skills, like which ones are actually helping you a lot. So we're doing a little bit of that. Not a lot, but some at least. If I gotten that summon off, it would have been perfect. Cool. Quick summons, I would say, would be a definite thing we're gonna get next. Let's take more charm. Our other scaling thing we're gonna look for is getting 10 charm, so we can have the boost attack by 5% for every charm emblem from Motonori. These are not really what we're looking for. We would like to get more wind potentially. I'm gonna roll. Perfect. I mean, summoning skill duration is great. I'll take Guan Yu almost any time unless there's a better hero available, which there are not very many of them that are better than him. Is there... Yeah, there's some strength in here. And there's also... Okay. Let's go ahead and grab that. So we're definitely angling towards a lot of the, you know, the sort of raw stats ones, like the strength for summoning skill duration and the charm to unlock our scaling. If I were to prioritize them, I would say that the charm is the most important. So we can have increased attack scaling off of that. Because right now our per attack values are pretty low. You wonder with a character like this where he has a bonus on his on his damage, a bonus on his weapon where you know, having low health is beneficial if you're meant to kind of stand and bang, to use a boxing term, with the enemies and just kind of take hits and then find a way to get through it regardless. On phase 6, his Mushu is definitely strong. It usually is strong. It's usually one of the more fun Mushus to use, and it's usually quite powerful. Take that. Summoning skill shots too. That makes our arrows more effective. April Showers Bolt. Might as well. I mean, you know, let's just lean into this thing. I think it's fun. Don't need that. Throw that in there. I like this more than this. Tornado was fine. Keep that. More strength. How much strength do we need to... yeah, we need up to 8 strength. So definitely something we should go for. I'll take it. Obviously, getting upgrades of the April Showers skills will be helpful too. We're doing about half health to the Sin Spewers with 1. So that's definitely better than what that skill is normally capable of. I like it a lot, but it doesn't do too much damage. It is very satisfying to see, though. And I think our symbol gauge is going to look insane, because there's going to be, you know, all those arrows going off everywhere. Really cool. And that just instantly finished the mission for the level for us. I think it's, yeah, well, this is it. I mean, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take Shingen. That's great to have 2 strength emblems, and I didn't even look at what his. I haven't used him in a long time. Iron Wall. Okay, so he has the same thing as Sal Red. I'm putting it in. I'm putting it in. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to have on the symbol gauge. If we get to it at the C6, we'll use it. But I think we're cutting it off earlier than that for the most part. I haven't seen someone talk about doing this before, where you lean into one particular attack. I think probably the Dazzling Bullets is a better one, just in terms of how much damage it does, but we're going to have fun with this anyway. Coming again. It went a little further than I expected. Crazy. That thing where he spins into them, just attacking with those bullets. It's awesome. Coming back. We need to find out what is our secondary element, and we need it to be a good one, because we're not doing any additional damage, really. The wind is being applied, but it doesn't stay for too long. Okay, it's actually staying for a while. It went away as soon as he dropped, of course. That's awesome, all those multicolored arrows going off at once. Really cool. Definitely a big boost to their health on Traversal level 1. We also don't have any scaling right now, I don't think. Yeah, we have 5% attack scaling, so we definitely need to get that Multinori Mori thing going. So what I'm thinking about for the next little bit with the playthrough here, or the channel, we're gonna go for the completion of the achievements tab in this game, and the one for how many times you beat Goma is 30. So I think we're at maybe 7 or 8 right now. So once we get that, then we're going to move on to grinding up to the Traversal levels, because if I don't do it that way, then it's going to be several videos of the same heroes over and over again. And then, like I said, we'll probably do streaming potentially to grind the different Traversal levels. Unless, someone has a suggestion of what they want to see. If they have, if they're like, oh yeah, our favorite character is this. Just, keep churning out videos with that character, and we'll watch it. Then I'll do that too. I just stood there because I had the barrier up, the bubble. Make sure we get our enhanced Mushu off. This should be the kill. Not now, but now that he's broken, I'll be able to finish him. Would like this treasure to be something very helpful for us, like formation skills unlocked. Only one away from increased duration. Let's take that. I think our defense is actually pretty good at this moment. Yeah, I knew it was behind me. Can't take that. We need the better formation. I think that also is tough. I'm gonna take it. You know, increase our portals by 1 if we don't take damage. We'll just have it available to us. It gets pretty difficult to do when you get to a certain point. Just because, you know, we already took damage. I mean, it's tough to not take damage, for me anyway, because I'm trying to summon people, and that causes you to stand still more. I think this might have been one of the worst heroes to not have quick summons with, because he does stand still so much once his special thing is charged, where he dashes forward. So that just means you have to wait longer before you charge. Before you summon, that is. Like there you saw, I mean, I could have summoned her way earlier, but, I mean, his thing is still really good, but tough on bosses because they just kind of stand there. Cool. Do the mission here. Feeling a little lost in the woods, honestly, with how this is going. Let's just extend the summon skill duration. I believe in it though. I believe in the arrow build thing. I think it's gonna be fun, and I think it's gonna be something that will be fun to watch. All those arrows everywhere. It's really cool. Once we get our charm up, and we have, you know, increased summon skill charge, or assemble gauge charge, that'll make a big difference. Interesting. Nice. Tears of Blood. Definitely are needing to get our scaling going. Let's jump in this King's Cauldron and grab something. That's a charm right there. We got it. We got to take it. I mean, there's, you know, we won't have the strongest cauldrons, or the strongest formations available to us anyway in there. Let's just see how much our assemble gauge charges from 0. I'm interested. Okay, that's the way his Mushu type normally was, where he kind of just flings the pistols all around him and keeps firing. It's very fun. In some of the games, like Warriors Orochi, you could pick up your Mushu, like you could hold the button down and then move, and then hold it down more, so that way you could move to a new area once you had defeated all the enemies in that area. It was a very, very powerful mechanic that would allow you to go infinite on certain occasions. I have a earlier video from years ago where I showed that off with one of the characters, Warriors Orochi X, in that game. So we're a little bit over halfway with our assemble gauge charge. So we're not at the point where we can You know, just kind of do it at will. Our defense is quite high, though. That's the one thing we have going for us right now in this current run is how high our defense is. We may have to use our symbol gauge, but I think we're going to be okay. Got to keep an eye on our tray down there to see which of our arrow guys is available. Not going to fail. Not going to fail the mission. Going to use our Mushu that literally just charged to clear it. Taking more symbol. I'll tell you right now, we're going to sell out to try to find Liu Bei if he's not here right away. Cao Pi's unique weapon. Interesting. I've not used him yet. I think he's probably good. He usually is. Go for it. There he is. That's the double. That reduces our summon cooldown by 2. By 20%. Great. Zhou Yu has a charm emblem. Let's go for it. I like the kind of, you know, guarantee on that. I think too having flame as our secondary element really we can't get around it. We have to have flame, or at least some secondary elements. Just having wind right now is not cutting it. Let's get a little more people behind us here, and then we're going to do our symbol gauge and run at them all at once. We haven't taken damage yet. We're, you know, not going to jinx ourselves by saying that. For the increased portals. We do have our bubble up now. Yeah, still having the base formation. Kind of tough, but we'll be alright. Almost done. Summon our arrows and just kind of get out of there. I got hit. It's okay. It's okay. It's not that good of an effect, you know, having an additional choice. The choice is having an additional choice at Crystal Sapling is very much worth it. Go for flame. Yeah. I don't need to take a lot of flame, but I want to have at least some. Man. Let's go for this and see if we can roll for a charm emblem to get the 10th one to unlock our scaling with Mori. Let's take this. Let's increase our attack by 50% for one phase, just to help us get through this to get to the tree. That's the difference that made. It made a pretty big difference, I'd say. Yeah, that's how you do it. Curl it back into him. I would love to be able to aim that while it's going. I think it's one that makes sense to be able to aim. Surprised you can't. Emblem. Yes, we want to boost Mori's arrows. Cool. So we did not take damage that time. We will see an additional option. Yep, so there's 4 portals there now. That's cool. Okay. Applying the flame attribute. Let's roll a couple times and look for a charm. There it is. Now I thought I need one more. I need one Western region. That's what it is. Okay. Take Imagawa. Okay. I think we have to go for the King's Cauldron. Maybe we'll get a Western region person in here. There is the Western region right there. We did not get the 7,000 one, but we do see the 5,000 one. Let's take the 5,000 for attack for wind element. Lotus. Stir up tornadoes that draw in strong enemies and deal wind damage to them when our formation is active. That's pretty good. And let's grab this to boost, to activate our scaling. So now we're at 55% attack. You know, could be a lot better. And let's take the Grace. Let's take them both. Both the Grace there. Now we're at 12 Grace, so that's great. So where else can we get scaling from? From Vigor, I would say. More wind elements, of course. Emblems. Keiji and Toshimeda. That's pretty good. Let's take that with the mission. We're definitely going to look and see if we can work in leveling up each person's arrow skill. I forgot to change the formation. I'm remembering. I am not surprised that I did that because I do it a lot, and I think a lot of people do it a lot. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to change it after this one. That'll probably make a big difference, I would say. Yeah, like being able to turn that over to this crowd of people would have been great there. Maybe someday. Maybe they'll make an update. They've definitely made some updates already. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that. Obviously, the issue with this strategy with boosting the attack itself is that you don't have much synergy at all. Like, we have a wind person, a slay person, and ice, and a bolt that are doing these arrows. So you don't really have synergistic stuff that can happen, but that's all right. We're having fun with it. Level 19, pretty low level for this area, I would say. More charm. That's pretty compelling. I'm gonna keep rolling for Toshimeda. Nice. Great. Upgrade wind power once again. That's great. Let's change our formation. Definitely didn't almost forget. Don't worry. So with this one, the 3 and the 4 get boosted. So let's put the one that we already have boosted here, and let's put Huang Zhang's over here. So let's see. We need Cao Cao and Zhahodun to activate this. We need Nobuyuki Sanada to activate this. And we need Wei Yan to activate this. You write that down? All right. Yeah. I mean, I think we just need to keep taking heroes to keep boosting our power level. We've taken quite a lot of speed. It will pay off eventually. Let's see what this looks like with the upgrade. Yeah, pretty good. Okay. Attack actions 3. Definitely. Okay. It's alright. Let's use our hyper attacks more. kind of forget about them a lot. And it's super strong, especially that one. Dang. Awesome. So that's doing 200 now. It was per shot. It was doing 150. Our scaling is now at 105%. Still rough. Still a little rough around the edges, but we're getting there. All right. Last emblem before the... Summons who have the daimyo when this hero is summoned. I don't know if I've seen that before. That's pretty cool. Not going to be useful for us right now. We're going to take Mushu Charge Gauge Amount 3. We have everything active. Only thing to really look at is if there's anything boosted here. Tornado Blade. That's probably the best one. Yeah. We're going to put that in for Nobunaga. He's the only one that really isn't relevant for us right now. We should have gone for more Tokugawa, and we'll kind of angle for that. I think there are people that boost Tokugawa emblems. I think right now we only have Hanzo, really. Finding Ieyasu will be great. And, you know, if we can get Tadakatsu, he's a rare, strong champion, but a rare hero. This probably will look a little bit better than our last boss fight. He said, hopefully. Okay. This guy's just moves so much that it's tough to capitalize on his reduced defense. Okay. If we find Tokugawa boosting, we may have to abandon the arrows idea. We're so fast, we literally can move past him before he even has a chance to think about attacking. Silly hit to take there, but that's alright. We'll deal with it. Wow, that's awesome. Never mind. It's working. It's working. Great. And that's before we've upgraded all those arrow attacks too. There might be one more April Showers hero. I don't remember who it is, but there might be one more. Okay. It's definitely going to be this. Increases Mushu charge gauge by 100%. Peach trees stop appearing. We don't have the luxury of taking peach trees regardless. I mean, if we were at, 2 health, we would probably go for one, but we love this. I think this is our first memory option. It's the best one. Increases XP by 100% for 3 phases. That's awesome. Exactly what we were needing to help us with our power level in this run. Thinking about it too, I'm probably going to take more danger areas as a result of that, so our phases last longer and we get more opportunities to get experience. So if we had increased summon skill shots, I would love to get to 16 wisdom for that, so these arrows are just covering the screen. I think that'd be really cool, which they kind of already are. There must be a way to visually tell when he's allowed to do that. I don't know what it is yet. Oh, I think it's when... No, can't see it now. Because that's the most powerful thing that he does, is this. Off the C4. I don't think he can always do it. No, he can. I guess he can. I mean, it's crazy strong. A little less safe, because you're stuck in place for a second while it's charging up, but still. These tornado blades are pretty sweet that Taishatsu has. Especially when they last longer from all the strength emblems we've taken. Okay. So we can't roll anymore. As crazy as it is, I think we take the charm. Because it gives us bonus attack from Mori. Let's grab more wind. Which we get a bonus, which we get a level up from. Would love to get the other option on this one. We might lose 30% of our health. It's worth the risk. Worth the risk. I'm not gonna complain about it. The other one, you know, healing 20 health when you are already full health. You know, not what we're cooking up here. Nice. Very nice. I think the most damage I've ever gotten from a symbol attack was a little over 2 million. On my other file, obviously, not on this one. Consecutive hit window is less valuable than charge. Let's take this. Strength. That's great. I think there's no way we don't take that, right? Yeah, I think it's definitely this. What does he do again? I should have looked before I picked him. When you inflict disorient, cause an explosion that inflicts enemies with disorient. Get in here. I'm taking the bubble out. Nope, that was the wrong thing. I grabbed the wrong old person. Sorry. There we go. Cool. Only at 4,000 Tears of Blood. I think we're locked on this formation we've got here. Should have probably saved some for the 7%, but the 5% we'll make do with that. The kind of docks areas, you can get some pretty crazy damage going here when the enemies all are bunched up in the corners. Okay, apply. Okay, let's take extend the symbol duration. See if we can, you know, potentially get towards that rally that boosts your attack by 3% for every hero you have, every officer you have taken. Feeling much better about the way this has gone now. I think this is worth it. This is a fun thing to try, and I'm glad we tried it. Nice. What's the mission? 400 enemies in that many seconds? 45 seconds? See how well we do without using any Mushu. We might have to use Mushu for it. I want to just make sure we finish that up. Okay. Get the charm. So this would be if we took the sleigh, we could try to get Wei Yan. I think that's a lower chance of happening. Let's go for the mission on the blank tree. I'm taking more missions because we can get unique weapons out of them, which will create potential for more exciting playthroughs in the future for us. At 1,000 enemies they want us to beat here, let's get our symbol gauge going. Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah, it's that. Because that gives us a chance to get rally, right? Which would be way more attack scaling and would basically guarantee us being able to complete this, I would say. Our symbol gauge lasts so long now. Will this be the 1.5 million damage? So close. Oh, we got it. Nice. Those arrows are really cool. They're very fun. It's very fun to just rain arrows down on people constantly, I gotta say. Took a hit. Might have been the first hit we've taken, I'm not sure. Karma Embers, we'll take it. I mean, we still have stuff to unlock, and then once we are done unlocking everything, we have the unique weapons to get. Sword Dance, that's cool. Boost that. We're gonna take this just for. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna do this instead. Just burn. Burn's always valuable, and I mean this is great right here. I don't think there are any left that have 2 charm. No, I think Liu Bei might be the only one that has 2 charm. But if we get this, then we only need 1 more charm to get to rally. Summon skill shots would be nice to get to as well. I think we need a bit more for that. Yeah, we would need 3 more wisdom for that. That I think might be out of reach, unfortunately, but. There's a version of this build that has that too, which would be awesome. I think the 30 crystal sapling treasure would have been the one that I would have liked to have seen for this, because we were going for such specific heroes. I'm stuck in a wall or something. Like a big rock right there. Level 29 already in phase 5. That's pretty good. I like that. You know, as we said before, every time you level up, it increases your stats, so that's a nice thing to have when you're, especially on traversal levels, higher traversal levels. We're gonna symbol gauge on this guy. I just don't want to deal with him teleporting around, and yeah, I'm over it. It's too hard to track him. All those multicolored arrows just flying down into him, it's so cool. Okay, so if you have this effect, the AI will always put him in your party because it charges your symbol gauge by 20% at the start. It's not actually as good as they think it is, in my opinion. Let's grab this because it's wisdom as well. If that were possible for us to get, that would be the only way. So here we're at a bit of a crossroads here. We can either take this King's Cauldron and go for the 7% wind, which would be, let's just think about it, an increase of 2% attack per wind emblem we have. So 2 times 9 would be 18. If we get to Rally, I believe it's 3% per hero we have, which we have, more than, long story short, we're going to have more attack increase if we get Rally unlocked. Just kind of explaining why we're not going for a better formation. I'm taking the Charm instead. Also, we get 5% attack bonus from Motonori Mori as well for having an additional Charm emblem. So that's further offsetting the benefit we would have from going for the better formation. That tornado that pulls people in too is pretty nice while it's active. Yeah, the screen kind of capped out on how many enemies were available for us to slay there. Raise attack too. Took a while to get to that. It's just funny when you're, doing different characters and have different priorities and different heroes you're trying to find, that certain things like Vigor that we always go for quite a lot get left in the dust. There is a Punish Soul, not an illusion. So this is one we got to focus up on because this area is very large. So I'm not going to spare anything trying to find these guys and get rid of them. Especially with our increased Mushu charge gauge amount. Okay, that's an illusion too. So we got 3 left, looks like. We actually have a good amount of time to do this. I just don't want to mess with it. Alright, cool. Try to get in the area where the trees can appear. Nice. More flame. That's awesome. I love it. Great. Tokugawa here. Increase attack by 50% for heroes with Tokugawa emblem. Take that all day. And then we're going to put him in as well. So that activated Charm, which has a 239%. And then we're going to get an additional 280 once we slot him in with Taishitsu. Sorry, but it's going in. And he also has April Showers, which are flame April Showers. That's awesome. So we have, I would say almost all of the April Showers heroes in this build right now. Let's go for it. If they're gonna offer it to us, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, there it is. Azure Dragon. Conjure multiple tornadoes around you that inflict wind damage. Okay, great. So we're definitely taking that. We could take any one of these remaining. Not you. That's great. And that's not as good. Let's take a Shuna. Cool. And then we're going to make sure that we change our formation. And now, so we want to look at and see, make sure we have the people that have their April Showers boosted in the 60%, which is really only Mori. We didn't really have time to look for that for like Sanada and Jahadun. We didn't really get a chance to do that, but that's fine. Let's slot him down here. It is an attack. I forgot. All right. I think we're ready. I feel good about it. We got some serious attack scaling right at the end there, finding Ieyasu and activating Rally. We are at 315% attack power. That's great. This build really came together for us. Our favorite thing in the whole world. Jeez, bro. This dude just has so much health now. I mean, I think it's really the barriers that get boosted a lot. Different in the traversal levels. That's really where I noticed it anyway. It's just so fast, bro. Come on down. Come on. Take your medicine. With this guy, the Goma's going to be easier. I'm just telling you right now, he's going to be way easier because this dude just, with how much he moves around, the arrows aren't getting a chance to hit him. And Goma with that big body, you know, that's the, I guess kind of the trade-off for Goma is that he has to have a gigantic target for us to hit. This guy has no downsides to him, you know. As far as he's concerned, he's just a bloodthirsty warrior. That's so cool. Gosh. Wait for him to start waking up. Cool. Wow. That was big damage. Spirit Bomb. Right on him. Nice. Probably be... I think we might get to level 32. Yeah. Nice. Nothing changed with our formation. We're feeling good. Yeah, not doing a whole lot of damage yet with, but you know, we now have the wind effect on him. Yeah, that was silly, taking that hit. We do have so much defense though. Like only taking 14 hits from Goma is pretty wild. Our symbol gauge is not quite charged yet. It's about to be charged. Great. Get it going here. Just finish him off. Great. So we have our Endure. Still active, obviously. And a pretty good health total. We're going to level up, potentially. Yep, so that gives us our health back. He's making us wait here. I'll grab this. Funny at the end of some of those. That one he does. I was about to say he doesn't. He's not vulnerable, but he was. Just trying to apply my effects on him. Yeah. I was seeing if I could stay, you know, within the lines of the laser. But I got ahead of myself and got hit. It's fine. It's fine. That's fine. Kind of the bullet heck part of the fight. I always go like towards them. It's so silly. Alright. Almost towards the end of his stagger bar. Great. the damage from his Mushu is going crazy. I'm not quite sure what makes that happen, but I'll take it. Alright, so I'm just kind of seeing if I can get yeah, this is with the upgraded lasers that are way, way faster. And I think you just have to kind of dodge through them. I failed to do that time. Almost got our symbol gauge charged again. Not that I think we're going to need it, but be good to have. The flame knocked him. Great. Another dub. I think that's 7 or 8 in a row. I think it's 8. With the April Showers build, that was pretty fun. All right, so we're looking here. You know, we got up to 19 charm. That was a big turning point for us. Definitely having a lot of wisdom was great. Didn't really lean into elements very much at all. I mean, wind was up there, but we barely activated a lot of them. Flame being at 8, I think, made a big difference. But the big story was the April Showers. We had 5 April Showers heroes with the upgraded, all of them upgraded with Wang Zhang. We only got one of them actually upgraded themselves, but that's fine. It was really fun, really cool. Last thing we're going to do is grab the remaining things in here, which will be quick summons. So it's going to tell us here, you just press right bumper during a charge attack. So if the charge attack is not quite finished yet, you can summon them, but you have a penalty of it taking a little longer for them to come back from their cooldown when you do that. But very useful for a lot of heroes, including Date, the one we just used. Increased reroll chances will be very nice to have. Recovery from Peaches, you know, it's good. It's good to have, you know, bonus health recovery always in any game, I would say. This one people like a lot. I'm going to take the 7% Slay up here. And then we're just looking, that's not 7%. This is the one people really like. So it's a berry that blocks damage and deals Slay damage when touched. So I think you are basically invincible. And also, everybody gets 50% bonus on their attack with this. So that's really cool. I'm gonna grab that one, and then I'm just gonna take as many of these 2000s as I can in the midline here. That's 2. So might as well too just finish off, kind of clean up down here the ones that we didn't want to take because they kind of clog up your cauldron, but there is a progression, you know, achievement for unlocking everything, so we should just do that. We're not very far away from having that. We probably won't have to go in here until there's a new hero once we do that. So with that being said, we're going to end the video off here for this episode. On our first Traversal level, see that one next to Matsumoto. So we did clear with him. And so this was a fun one, something a little different. Hope you guys liked it. Give it a like if you did. Subscribe if you have not already. There's a lot of people that watch that are not subscribed, and that's you know, it's all right, but we would love if you would show your support in that way. But it's going to do it for us, so thanks for sticking around. All right. Bye.